I know you trying to leave, but excuse me. I saw you from across the room.
Hey Kev, you do go to the playoff. You know how long it's gonna take for you to finish the playoff?
Not long.
Oh shit. Pandemicalium, some shit. I don't know. Motherfucker got these crazy ass names in the goddamn thing. What happened to my face scan, dude? What the fuck? I'm gonna let that bitch jump and get ball. Fuck that. Alright, damn, dude. Game just started. You following already?
I'm inside.
One, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47.
48, 49. Yeah.
Yo. Jay got me some ass.
Yeah, he just got him some ass, alright.
From a nigga.
Y'all didn't get here. I didn't care, you know, Melly confessed to killing his friend.
Oh God.
Go look what I said to the group chat, bitch. He said, goddamn, his friend put a pin to his head. He thought it was a gun. He let out shot, nigga. He 555, nigga. Pop, bitch, bomb. But got that them bomb. Shit, shot that bitch up.
That nigga said he wanna got him some ass.
Sprayed the club up.
Damn, dude, jump with the man.
They're going to say he's going to say he was defrauded. He was going to say this never should have happened, and he's going to keep open the possibility of running in 4 years if he loses. Every Republican knows that, so they have to make a choice.
Oh my God.
About where to plant their flag in the early hours and early days of a post-Trump presidency.
2KJ gave me a bullshit ass animation.
Kiara Post said my mom-in-law made a fine ass son. I tell you, man, that nigga about goddamn 13.
You look like it.
That nigga like a lad baby. Nigga get her grown man. Grown man, nigga. Just get her grown man right here. Where I need some West, yeah. Hold on. I'm finna come back.
I got team take on number 8 on the court.
What the fuck? Chopper make a nigga body shake, hollow shut, make a nigga head on back break. Don't try to win, y'all.
What up, Jay?
He's thinking, I'm on the road to re-election. That looks great in Pennsylvania. Then he gets the 618,840 votes. It's getting even better.
Dude, no, you could have just thrown the ball to me right there.
These are all elect ballots cast on election. Then as the count continues, Wednesday, 3 p.m.
Get that.
435,000 votes. Still a very healthy lead, but it starts to shrink. Then on midnight, 164,000.
What you got going on?
817, checking my vote for all 3 days. But at midnight, Wednesday turns to Thursday, still about the same. Then you cut down to 108.
Let's start grabbing on we go.
75, that's 6:30 p.m. And now from there to here.
Let me get a paint.
It's a snowball coming
I ain't got no stamina. Oh my god, bro. These niggas over my fucking god, bro. I bet.
If he wins about 53%, 52.7 if exact, and February County is
Motherfucker wanna
62.7,
quit. Man, come on, bro. What y'all quitting for?
62.7.
That nigga named Markel. Yeah, he get hit. I shot him in the face. Mark hella gate. Mark to the dick every day. Set up him in the face. He don't want no smoke. Try to make a
But let me
shake
guard this big man
earthquake,
right here.
nigga. Hey,
Y'all, bro, this man, he can't guard him.
look at Katie. Ass smell like pee. Shoot him. Why about the head cat? Snap like a Kit Kat. Slap him down. How about that? Yeah. God damn, but like 4 goddamn Mexican niggas out that bitch. I mean, four Puerto Rican niggas out that bitch, girl. Oh my goddamn Asian bitch out that bitch, what? Hey, that
Go
bitch
Mexican.
leaking.
How the fuck do I get a charge if I was off the ground?
Bro.
Where the fuck they do that at? This shit, bro.
I just want to just do the basic math. There's
KL, bro,
72,000 votes.
get your ass out of my career, bro.
72,000 votes here, where the former vice president is getting
No.
80,000 ballots.
Look at this shit, man.
The most recent twice in the last couple hours, we've done more ballots out of Philadelphia, and both times Vice President Biden has come in above that 80%. And again, in Pennsylvania, he needs 62.7. Every time you come in at 80 or 85 or 87, here you lower the overall number, and that's what's happening is they count the votes in Philadelphia, and so they see that 60,000 vote lead right there. You know, the former Vice President can catch up pretty much just out of the city of Philadelphia. And then we know tomorrow they're going to count 35,000, 36,000 ballots in Allegheny County. And again, he's already getting 59% in all ballots counted, including Election Day ballots. And so when they count just mail-in ballots, the metric goes up. And Biden overperforms the 58, and he's been getting in 70 and 80% of these ballots as we count them throughout the day. So the trajectory right now is toward Biden overcoming that lead. Trajectory is one thing. We need to do the math and keep counting them. That every time we see more votes, out of Pennsylvania, out of Georgia, every time throughout the day today we get more votes. Those leads are shrinking. And again, the flip side is the president has kind of dented to Joe Biden's lead out in Arizona a little bit too. So we're counting it both ways. We're just counting votes. And we will follow them wherever they lead us.
And we're following the votes in Georgia right now. What's going on there? Georgia, this is since this morning. Let's take a look at how it's changed. Right now, Trump is ahead by 3,400 votes.
So let's go back in time. Let's make sure on Georgia we are. And let's go back again. We're using our starting point. Tuesday's election day. We get to midnight. The counts are progressing in all these states. And you see in battleground Georgia, the President of the United States is up by
Shawty, I'm gonna.
What they counted first was election day turnout. People who showed up on Tuesday and cast ballots at polling places. That's what they counted first. So then let's move on. We get to 9 a.m. Wednesday, the lead comes down a bit as they start counting additional ballots as the counties kick in with their count. And you get to Wednesday at 3 p.m., you see you're down below 79,509. So then you lose to midnight, right? Wednesday turns to Thursday, it's down to 31,748 because these counties are doing what they do. You lose tax ballots, and they move down to the mail ballots. So then you move down here, 9 o'clock this morning, falls below 20,000 to 18,588. Then by 3 o'clock this afternoon, we're down to 12,828, so below 13,000. Then 6:30 p.m., you get to 9,426. Then you come back to real time now. That lead cut significantly again. And again, there's just been a steady progression of this as these counties, and again, Gary Tuckman, of course, a short time ago laid it out, 18,936 left. The bulk of them in places like this, places around Atlanta, where Joe Biden is getting a very healthy share of the vote. Joe Biden needs to get 59%, a little bigger than that, of the votes still to be counted, 59.2. He has been overperforming that significantly. So again, if the trajectory stays on its current path, as they count those votes, Joe Biden will catch and pass the President of the United States in Georgia. No guarantee of that, but that's the way it was played out all day long, without fail. Joe Biden has been on that trajectory. He's heading in that direction. It may change as we count the votes. That's why we're here, and we're going to keep going. But that lead has been shrinking dramatically so, which is, again, why the president is so hot. Because as we come back out, the President of the United States right now knows the math, and he knows there is no disputing, unless he wins those two, where his lead is shrinking and shrinking dramatically. Without those two, so let's take a look at Pennsylvania. Coming up in Bucks County in Pennsylvania. If you take a look at that, you see what's going on. Let our viewers know.
I've been trying to get him a foul so bad, bro.
Bucks County over there. You see what's going on. Right now, we just got about 8,000 votes in. We're told that
Where did I get the first foul from?
837 of those votes, and Trump got 2,863. Trump got 2,863. Biden got 5,836.
Again, this is the most competitive.
You got 66% of the votes that just came.
66. And so we've been saying all along, Joe Biden has to keep his percentage up. Pennsylvania, I'm going to take these notes every time. Biden has to get 63, 62.7%. So anything above 62, 63 is good. There's 66 again. As I said, this trajectory has been consistent. New votes come in, and that's not what you need. So now you're getting 66% here, you need 62.7. Every time you overperform, you put in a statement, and you do and come back out and say why, and then you go below 60,000.
But niggas, bro, these niggas, everybody this shit need to get fucking bailout, bro. Even next gen, motherfuckers need to get bailout. This shit is good.
Sure I can. You come down to Philadelphia. That's Montgomery County. You come down here to Chester County, and you come over here and you get to Delaware County. Again, the suburban column around Philadelphia is the building block of any Democratic win in Pennsylvania. It has to happen right here.
No shot.
And the numbers are coming in. Delaware County, and Biden is doing well, very well, just now as well.
Let me pop that up. We got the numbers?
We're reading that. We're told that very encouraging numbers for Biden out of Delaware County right now. And as soon as we get them, we'll put them up on the screen.
Well, let me get this out of the way, and I can bring it back when we need it. We can just show it as we go. Again, this is, I'm going to come back out so you can see this. You see all this red. If you're watching somewhere else in the United States or somewhere around the world, you're not familiar, you look at that map, you would think, okay, President Trump wins Pennsylvania. Look at all that red. He does win these counties big, but these are smaller counties. These are Republican counties. You see 16,000 votes with 77%. That's impressive. The president runs it up in rural Pennsylvania. Here's the issue. You come back over here, you just go to Delaware County, much more populated. These are the crowded, populated, growing suburban areas around Philadelphia, and you see 184,000 here. So this is if the Democrat is going to win, any Democrat,
niggas act like they don't see me when I drive to the fucking paint.
Democrats have to run it up in this blue part here, get a big margin out here to offset, and President Trump is extraordinarily good. Talking about Casey earlier today, calling him a Republican president of a lifetime.
We just have the numbers in Delaware.
Give me 1 second, I'll bring this up for you. You tell me fire away.
All right, Trump got 807 votes. Biden got 3,272 votes.
3,272 votes. So again,
that's 79.2%.
So I'm going to leave it at 79. Be kind to the president. I don't like a 0.2. But again, what have we been saying? Joe Biden needs 62%. Right? If you're watching at home, you have every right to the mail-in ballot.
I need some fucking smart players on my team, bro.
The Democrats encourage people to do that. You have the COVID safety concerns. A lot of Democrats took
What
advantage
a
of the opportunity to vote by mail in this election. Here's another example, and they just keep coming in. Right? If we see something to the contrary, we'll be quick to report it because we're just telling you the numbers. But yet again, you get more votes. 3272 to 807 in one of the Philadelphia, the building caller counties, 79%. 79%. It's One of our presidents continues to overperform. We need 62, 53% if you round up of these votes still to be counted. And we've done this now 3 times in the last half hour. Different votes counted every time. We've been in excess, not even close. In excess of what we need. So what does that tell you? That tells you that we keep breaking. If we stay on this trajectory, there are enough votes out there. It's the whole of our president. We need the Democratic nominee, Joe Biden, keep getting votes. As a percentage
This shit here is beyond me. Come on now. Dude got 14 point 9 rebounds, 2 assists. And that ain't really my fucking man.
Trump's numbers are shrinking and shrinking. We're going to stay on top of this. We're going to update you. Election night in America will continue right now. It don't fit right on my motherfucker. It's 60%. It's not great. And when you get a big deal, David had $1 bill, $1 and 2 cents. How much and clean up over 18 that stays with you every step of the way in your dream. 1-800-SERVPRO and SERVPRO.com like it never even happened. I shot jeans online last night.
That was my fault.
I literally Googled best car life insurance. Ladder Life Insurance popped up, got an estimate, and it was like, wait, what? It's like a third of my household's cell phone bill. Congratulations, you have life insurance. Get your peace of mind right there. Here's how Ladder works. Answer a few quick questions and get your personalized quote. If you're eligible, we'll cover you with the capital fund. See for yourself what customers love life. Really valuable. Available for just $27 a month. Check your price now at ladderlife.com.
This nigga kill my
At Carvana, no matter what car you buy from us, you get the freedom of a 7-day return policy. This is some dealership test. Put your Carvana car to the test and see if it fits your life. Load it up with a week's worth of groceries.
Y'all winning and the losing. But how much?
Vicks Vapor Patch. Easy to wear with soothing Vicks Vapors for her, for you, for the whole family. Trusted soothing vapors from Vicks. I get my protein from plants like
y'all see me cutting in the fucking paint.
So we'll see you in the first touchdown, guys.
Taking that dumbass shot. I'm gonna take them up too, fuck it.
Oh yeah. They also come in honey roasted. Plant protein from wonderful pistachios. You've changed for good.
This nigga can't even guard his
You
name.
better haircuts. Now you grocery shop online.
Hey, I just gotta go hard. My friends know I got it, so
we're losing by 14.
Rich Red just came back through.
Well, actually, by more than that.
Hey, man.
He said y'all losing by 40.
Oh shit, we're losing by 13 now.
See, look, man, I told y'all I just gotta go hard. My friends know I got it, so.
These niggas ain't party together. 2K will not give me no dunking animations. They keep giving me all these layup animations. What's up? How the fuck was that a shooting foul? Hey! Hush it up. I don't care.
Turmeric helps with healthy joints and inflammation support. Unlike regular turmeric supplement, Quinol Superior Absorption helps you get the full benefits of turmeric. Quinol is the turmeric brand I trust. numbers in from Pennsylvania right now, and Trump's lead is shrinking and shrinking right now. He's up by 221, 94% of the vote is in, 6% outstanding, plenty of votes outstanding in Pennsylvania.
It's not only plenty of votes mathematically, but plenty of votes because
That shit bad. I gotta play both of these big men. Let me fucking ball.
Even where they're not, so by throughout the day, they've been getting 70% or more of the mail-in votes, 70% or more of the mail-in votes. I'm told the latest votes were Lehigh County that came in, and you're going to see they're up to 90% now. Joe Biden's pulling away. You can see the 52 on your screen, and you think, okay, Joe Biden needs
I gotta play two motherfuckers at once.
a while ago, he needed 63%. He's been exceeding that in the votes we've seen. That number is most definitely smaller by now. Let's just use it as a higher bar than it has to be. If Joe Biden keeps getting 62, 63% of the vote, he will pass Donald Trump on and pass him, pull up the lead in the ballpark of 40,000 votes, maybe more. Again, Lehigh, this was red most of the time. We went back in time. Again, I want to do this. You can see this. This is counting votes, okay? This is counting votes. This is not next Georgia and straight up Pennsylvania here. Make sure I have the right state. This is why I'm going to leave it just here. This is just going to see the numbers just in this count, okay? You see Donald Trump just this one count. Lehigh County, Pennsylvania. He builds it there. That's Allentown, right? He builds it again. You see there, the Trump lead goes up some more. This is counting election day votes. Republicans voted on election. Now we move into Wednesday, and look at the lead the president has, 51 to 48. We move into Thursday, 50 to 48. It stays there. Then here, you see it starting 73,000 there, but the percentage is coming down a little bit. And you move a little bit more, and it flips. And now we get there. So you see the steady progression of count. Joe Biden, count the mail-in ballots. He's holding on. Now in Lehigh County, the same as Lehigh.
We just got some new numbers from Lehigh County.
We down 10. We ain't gonna catch these folks, because these niggas don't know how to play fucking defense.
416 votes. Biden just came in with an additional 7,481 votes. He got 75% of that batch that just came in.
Right, and again, so we've been saying all along, we need 62%. This was 35 and 40 minutes or so ago. So if you're getting 75, that 63 I'm giving you is a wrong number. It's lower. Let's just use it and keep the ball higher than it needs to be for Joe Biden right now. And he is exceeding it every time we get new votes. If we turn out, the president may turn in a stronger performance in one of these counties as we go through. But this is Lehigh County, Allentown, Pennsylvania, blue-collar territory, one of the places the president was leading early on. And you just see, this is, you can't say inevitable because we're not at the finish line yet, but this has just been time after time as new votes come in. They've been roughly along this breakdown right here. And if this keeps happening, we'll turn this up, so move it up in case
Pandemic killed them.
If this keeps happening, you see it now down to 53, a lead that was more than 600,000 votes back at the beginning. And again, the president screaming fraud. The president says to stop. The president wanted his votes counted on Tuesday and into Wednesday. Those were election day votes. Democrats disproportionately voted by mail because of the COVID pandemic. His votes were counted first. The other votes are being counted now. They happen to be coming in disproportionately for Joe Biden because Democrats voted by mail. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And not forget, 20 electoral votes in Pennsylvania. We can't stress enough that if Biden wins Pennsylvania, that's it. He wins the presidency. Take a look at Allegheny County, Pittsburgh is right now. The county executive of Allegheny County, Rich Fitzgerald, is joining us on the phone right now. Rich, thanks so much for joining us. How many uncounted ballots do you have left in Allegheny County?
We have about 35,000 uncounted ballots, and our ballots have been running about 80 to 81% for Joe Biden and about a little over 19% for Donald Trump.
When do you think we'll get the results of those remaining ballots? Those are mail-in ballots, right?
They're all mail-in ballots. Yeah, they're the ballots that weren't able to be processed. The 20,000 of those was the batch that was they got mailed to the wrong addresses, and then they got re-mailed. And because of the court orders by federal courts, we're not allowed to processing and counting those ballots until 5 p.m. On Friday. So our election department will begin our return form to begin processing those ballots tomorrow at 5. It's a slow process, but they almost have to do them all in hand to go and compare them to make sure that those ballots run. That voter didn't already vote. So typically on every one of those 28,000 ballots, we'll be doing this. There's another batch of about 7,000 ballots that have some of these little issues that got mangled in the machine by the mail. They also have things basically gone through. That process will begin tomorrow at 9 a.m. Both of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Come in.
Yo. 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 Who called my name? Nobody. Oh, alright.
Yeah.
And so, Rich, this is John King. Thank you for your time. I know it's a busy time. We have a couple of you see this 58.7. We're well finished with I feel like getting 88 on the mail ballot. So we need to keep it slim because people don't get through things.
Did you try refreshing the page? Refresh the page.
The president is saying, you know, there's all this fraud going on. There's various conduct going on in Pennsylvania. Some of these ballots, there's a question as to whether they were the right address. Other ballots, they don't get nothing to worry about. They have a window, so there's nothing to machine. When these are they're in a room, and please correct me if I'm wrong, there's an election official, there's a Democrat and Republican, independent, transparent eyes. If anybody has the issue, they can raise their hand, and those questions have to be adjudicated, correct?
That is absolutely right. And there's also cameras everywhere.
It's an app.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a job. I'm trying to go through all the applications and all that.
In the warehouse, we'll swear an election board in, a return board in at 9 o'clock. They will then begin the process.
Hold on.
The Trump campaign, the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, the Biden campaign, the Libertarian Party, everyone's allowed in there to watch and do that process.
And so, just quickly, sorry, just one more. So this is the normal process as it plays out in every election. You're getting international attention right now because this is the presidential election. The president of the United States just stood in the White House briefing room and said there's cheating and fraud happening in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. This is the normal process, and there are bipartisan eyes on it, correct?
This is absolutely a normal process, whether you're running a school board or borough council or local mayor or county executive. Every process is the same.
Right foot, creep forward, look around, stay low.
The court ruled that we couldn't begin this process until 5 p.m. This is a normal process.
We're grateful to you.
It went down up there.
Thanks for everything you're doing. Thanks for everything that everyone in Allegheny County and Pittsburgh area are doing. We're going to stay on top of the story. Obviously, the stakes are enormous right now. We're getting new members coming into Pennsylvania. New members coming into Arizona. There are lots coming as well. Stay with us. Election night in America will continue right after this.
You know the reason why I was fucking leaving.
It's hard to believe that Mint Mobile is so out of unlimited. So, to introduce it, we brought in an actor we all got to love.
What's up, Don?
So why am I here?
No.
Just a huge fan.
You want me to say something about me?
No. Smart. $30 is unlimited.
Sounds good.
Bro, don't pay me shit, man.
Hi, Rick Moran. One of my favorite supplements is Turmeric. Turmeric helps with healthy joints and inflammation.
Why the 3-point competition so weird?
I can always put a homie like the BZ, bitch. I'm posting up with hats and a Attention, do you have Medicare? Did you know that you may qualify to get up to $140 added back to your Social Security?
A stick of cold butter, 1.5 tablespoons white vinegar, a quarter teaspoon Worcestershire sauce, a little cayenne pepper, a little garlic powder, and just a pinch of salt. Whisk over medium heat until well combined. I'm telling you right now, homemade buffalo is 10 times better than anything you've ever had at a restaurant or a store. Start chicken dry with 2 cups of potato starch, soft fries with flour, it's not crisp, a little garlic powder, powder, chili powder, black truffle salt, onion powder, and pepper. First we'll fry our chicken about 8 minutes at 325, and now we'll fry at 375 till golden brown. Now that is great. Buffalo sauce. That looks heavenly. If you're ever going to make a recipe off my page, this is the one. Let's make it.
Enter the Zebra.
Another car insurance app?
No. The Zebra compares them all and shows you who can actually save you money. Compare car insurance for free at thezebra.com.
That man got his ass. Hey. Only person on the team with the most points. Hold on, kid.
Joyflex is clinically proven to
Well, let's take a look and see what's going on in Arizona right now. Bill Beer is in Arizona. Bill Beer, what are you seeing? What are you hearing? It looks intense out there.
Well, it is intense, both inside and out. As a Trump protest stop this field rally, they're calling it outside. This is democracy in the making right here. This machine, which goes about 6,000 to 8,000 counts per hour, and folks, each of those little cubicles there, go over each of those pick out. Now today, Joe Biden lost about 10,000 votes in the state of Arizona for a number of reasons. Trump won big in small, bright red counties, but then Joe Biden won a much narrower margin in bright blue Pima County, rather, and then the Apache County and Navajo Nation, huge streak for Joe Biden, 88 to 17%. So the Biden lead now around 57,844, but in just about 14 minutes, we're expecting the latest count from Maricopa County. If it's anything like last night, it'll be over 100.
No, where you finna go? What's that?
Like last night, is a 17-point or greater advantage for President Trump. That could mark a big comeback for the president here in Arizona.
Very interesting indeed. And John King is with us. Let's take a look at Arizona right now. We're waiting for a big batch of votes to come in right at the top of the hour. We'll see what happens there. They're just reporting those numbers are about to come in. But right now, Biden is ahead of Trump by 56,833 with 88% of the estimated voting.
Right, and so the Biden campaign is confident they're going to hold on here. But again, this is the reverse of what we're seeing in Pennsylvania and Georgia. In Pennsylvania and Georgia, we've seen a steady erosion of where it leads for President Trump. Joe Biden is now in Arizona. We have seen a steady erosion of the Biden lead to the point where it's now down to 56,833. Does that put the president in striking distance? That will depend. We'll just already know. Maricopa County is 60% or more of your votes. And so when we get the next big installment of votes in Maricopa County, so we could get as many as 100,000, that will tell us a lot. Because they're getting closer to the finish line now. We're not quite there yet. But if you get 100,000 votes out of here, the big question will be, are we at 51 for Joe Biden in the county? Is that going to go down? This will determine the trend line here. Will determine the rest of the state. And you see, there's a lot of red for the president here, but there's much more of this improvement developed by county. 99% was 88,000. Right? So you're just about done here. 88,000 to win it. You come down here, just to remind you of the difference. 912,000. So we're just talking about night and day when it comes to the size of the population. 60% of the vote is going to come out of here. In Phoenix, in the suburbs, as good as single family here. Second largest county, 15%, so 60% here. The drop off from the second largest county, 58% here. Joe Biden's getting about 60%, 59% of the vote there. Made up a little bit of ground earlier today, but we're waiting to watch the vote game. The next biggest poll. Again, this would be a flip. This was a Trump stand, 2016. Now, by the way, Arizona has long been a Republican state, but it was competitive 3.5 points 4 years ago. And you see the 1.2 million to win, right? 1.2 million to win 4 years ago. We're at 1.4 million for Biden right now. One of the things we're seeing consistently across the states, whether they're red or blue, is the turnout is up across a bunch of America. So we'll wait. We're 88%, and the big bulk of the rest of it is right there. If you're in the Biden campaign, you hold this. Anything Biden takes off the table now, the president must win Pennsylvania, must win Georgia, and then he would still need more. So then, if you're Biden, you're just trying to take things off the table. Any chess piece you can remove from the board makes the president even higher. And if the former vice president holds this and holds this, he's president. Nevada and Arizona would get Joe Biden to exactly 270, even if what's happening in Pennsylvania doesn't continue, even if what's happening in Georgia doesn't continue. The Biden campaign thinks it's going to be a much better night than that, but they also believe they will hold Nevada and Arizona. We need to see.
Got a question for Bill Weir if he's still there. Bill, can you still hear me? He can't, but I'm wondering, John, if the 100,000 votes that we're about to get from Arizona, are they the mail-in votes, or are they day-of votes, are they the early votes? Do you have any idea?
I believe when we talked to the Secretary of State earlier, she said the majority of what they were counting were mail-in votes, but I don't know if it's...
That would be good, presumably, for Biden.
Presumably, although we need to be fair to the president here, the last couple of times we have gotten substantial vote counts. I think we can show you on the timeline here. The last couple of times we've gotten substantial vote lines out of Arizona. Let me flip to Arizona here so we make sure we're on the right state. Get you back to the beginning. You watch. And these are Maricopa County votes. So the president has been narrowing the gap in Maricopa. You see 270,000. That's 207, it's Tuesday, turned to Wednesday. Then it drops Wednesday, 1 a.m., more votes come in. And you see it come down a little bit more, 155, 810. That's Wednesday, 2 a.m. Then Wednesday, 3 a.m., it drops a little bit more. Then you come down here to 93. Then you come down here a little further, and then you're dropping to 68, and now here we are in real time, 58 change. So this has been steadily dropping as they come in. Again, this is the ball game, 60% of the vote. I just want to go back in time. It's blue for Joe Biden right now, but Donald Trump narrowly carried this as candidate Trump. Now he's President Trump. 4 years ago, he narrowly carried this. You see how close it was. So when you see this blue, not everything blue is overwhelmingly blue. This is blue, but it's competitive. And the last couple of times we've gotten votes out of here, Biden's lead has shrunk. So the president's getting votes. Phoenix itself, out here into the suburbs, you can move farther out. There are a lot of Republican votes in Maricopa County. One of the questions was, how many suburban Republicans would desert the president and go Joe Biden's way? That's what we'll sort through as we get more of these votes. There's no question. Trump won it. Biden's winning it. That the Democrats are more competitive here, but it's not like the president's not going to get votes.
And you voted for Republican from Arizona. Mostly
Yeah, well, Arizona has been doing sort of absentee ballots automatically for years. And so most voters here just get them, and most of those voters are registered Republicans. And sort of a flip of what we've seen nationwide. Historically, they say they would get their Democrat absentees in earlier or later at last minute, and Republicans would sort of fill up the whole time. But this year, they got a bunch of Joe Biden votes early. And they don't know how many Trump supporters either showed up in person on election day or sent in those absentee votes late or before the election. So that's what makes this so tricky. We don't know how this is going to break. Conventional wisdom will tell you, just based on demographics here in Maricopa, that Joe Biden should be getting the brunt of this, and that's probably why the Associated Press and another network is safe for Joe Biden already. But who knows? This is political war. Last night, Donald Trump got a 17-point edge in that last dump of 100, and I can't remember, it was over 100, maybe 15,000 yesterday, 140,000 yesterday, and they were at 5,700 for Trump. So if those numbers come in again and it continues to erode Joe Biden's lead here, the Democrats will certainly get heartburn.
When we get those numbers right at the top of the hour, 9 p.m. Eastern here, Bill,
That's it. So it's a more fresh finger, just in case you post a little bit earlier. If you remember Tom Cruise's nightmare in Risky Business, my nightmare is having to do math live on TV, but we'll do the best as we try to figure out how much of this, a new batch, what the percentage breakdown is for both candidates, and to see how these trend lines are continuing.
we got the good news is we got people who are really excellent in math. Bill, stand by. We're going to take a quick break. Much more of our coverage. We're staying with Arizona. We're about to get thousands and thousands of votes from Arizona coming in. We'll share that with you when we come.
Imagine right now, it's all on us.
Everything's building to this moment.
Believe me, it's extraordinary.
We missed out on a lot this year.
But I am not missing out on the holiday.
We could all use more cheer. I got some really cute stuff from Overstock. How to get the accent pillows, y'all. It feels so festive. Look at these. Free shipping on everything.
The big stuff.
The small stuff. The cozy stuff. This year, Overstock is your partner in cheer, making sure the most wonderful time of the year is the most wonderful yet. Overstock, where quality costs less. Shop early during our pre-Black Friday.
These days, we're all together all the time. Working, playing, cleaning. Turns out family life can be, well, gross. But Care.com can help with lots of great housekeepers to put your messy place back together again when it's right for you. It got plugged than you think. And a clean house feels so good. Get the housekeeping help you need. Care.com.
It's hard to believe that Mint Mobile can offer unlimited for less than half of what the big carriers charge. So I've asked Teacher of the Year, Rodney Robinson, to check our math.
Correct. $30 is less than half of $80, Ron.
Thank you for that, Rodney, and congratulations on the award. That's going to feel great.
Honestly, I get all the satisfaction I need from seeing.
Right. You need a bunch of random members of an academy to validate you. They know it.
Are you okay?
No.
Stay covered. Stay comfortable with Tommy Copper face masks and gaiters. Two great options. Same great coverage. Multiple layer construction, soft cotton lining, and a fully customizable fit. Patented Copper's energy anti-odor technology. Strong no face mask for all day gaiters. Both maximize comfort and convenience. Check out the reviews at TommyCopper.com.
Insurance is probably now.
I got my policy with Ladders when I went to the grocery store.
And I was blown away because I just had never had such a smooth online application process for anything. I felt like this company actually cared about me. When the price popped up on the phone, I was like, yes, like now.
Here's how Ladder works. Answer a few quick questions and get your personalized quote. If you're eligible, we'll cover you with the tap of a button. It's that easy. Check your price now at ladderlife.com.
I can't even imagine Lyndon Johnson operating in the White House without Lady Bird. Her guidance, she was the only person always telling the truth. Her influence.
Lady Bird Johnson has to reassure that if anyone can carry on its lead base, Johnson.
Her legacy. It's hard to overrate Lady Bird's importance in the Johnson presidency. The new CNN original series, First Ladies, Lady Bird Johnson.
Sunday, November 15th at 10 on CNN.
America is under attack, and we need you to take action now. Our history, culture, constitution, and the American way of life are being assaulted. Violent anarchists are rioting and looting in cities across the country. They are demanding the defunding of our police and an end to law and order. There has never been a more critical time to defend our right to keep and bear arms. The Second Amendment Foundation created the Second Amendment First Responders Program. This program seeks to actively engage Americans who want to protect our Second Amendment rights. Please text PROTECT 2A to 474747 and become a Second Amendment first responder. Now is the time to defend our right to keep and bear arms. Text PROTECT to 2A to 474747. Again, text PROTECT to 2A to 474747. Now is the time to defend our right to keep and bear arms. Text PROTECT to 2A to 474747.
Almost prime time. Next on CNN.
We're seeing dramatic tightening in crucial presidential battlegrounds on this election night in America continue. I'm Rick Blitzer. In the last few hours and minutes, former Vice President Biden has severely eroded President Trump's lead in both Pennsylvania and in Georgia, and Trump has narrowed Biden's advantage in Arizona. We're about to get an update on the vote count in Arizona's most populous county. At any moment right now, we're tracking every vote in states that are still up for grabs. Biden is aiming for new wins that would push him beyond the 253 electoral votes he already has to reach the winning number of 270. Trump is behind with 213 electoral votes. We'll see if those numbers change tonight as new votes keep coming in. Here's a key race alert. Well, let's look at these three states. In Pennsylvania right now, 94% of the estimated vote is in, 6% remains outstanding. Donald Trump continues to have a lead, but it has severely shrunk to only 50,671. Look at this, 49.7% to 49%. The mail-in ballots are coming in very quickly right now, and those are way in favor of Biden. We're watching Pennsylvania oh so closely, 20 electoral votes. If Biden were to win Pennsylvania, it is over. He wins the presidency with those 20 electoral votes alone. Doesn't have to win any other states. Let's take a look at Georgia right now. Trump's lead in Georgia, look at this. It is down. It shrunk again. Only 2,490.
They're trying to move in without the U-Haul. In the back of the dance, smoking the U-Haul.
99% of the vote is in, but there's thousands of votes outstanding. Looking closely at Georgia, and it's 16 electoral votes. In Arizona, 88% of the estimated vote is in. Biden remains on top. He's got a lead of 56,833, although that too has shrunk significantly over the past day or so. He's at 50.3% to 48.3%. 11 electoral votes in Arizona. I'm going to go to John King right now because Bill Weir is in Arizona for us. He just got a whole new batch of numbers. We're going to write down these numbers. Bill, tell us what just came in Arizona.
Okay, the new numbers, Wolf, out of Maricopa, just doing quick math, now is 1,868,414 votes. That is, I'm trying to do math here, 339,000. Joe Biden now has 944,000 votes, 285. The Donald Trump's 880, 347. Hopefully you guys can help me out with the percentages there on this new dump. One up or so. The president's
Man, bro, making that noise, man. I don't got nothing, man. Hey, what's wrong with you, bro? You know that shit.
Lead has shrunk once again. It is now 46,257. He has 50.1% to Trump's 48.5%. So it's gone down a bit. 46,257, John King. The lead for Biden in Arizona. It still has the lead, but it keeps going down.
Right, and that's the point. Again, as we're watching in Pennsylvania and Georgia, the president's lead is shrinking consistently in the recent vote counts here. Joe Biden's lead is shrinking, and it's because, again, Maricopa County, we're showing Joe Biden leading in the county, but it's a competitive county. You see 51 to 48 if you round up. And these votes coming in, Republicans who dropped off their ballots. There are a lot of Republicans in Maricopa County. Does it mean the vice president won't win the county? Does it mean he won't win the state? But as these votes are being counted consistently, last night and now today, every time we get a bunch of new votes, Joe Biden's lead has come down, A, in the county, and B, when you pull it up, look at statewide. Again, 46,000 votes, you're still ahead, but that lead has been consistently shrinking, which is why we need to get to the finish line. And just as we watch the dynamic in Pennsylvania and in Georgia, these two states, we're seeing the opposite. In these two states, we're seeing as the mail-in ballots are counted, the president's lead is shrinking, but out here in Arizona, which Biden still leads right now, President Trump has been gaining with every count of vote released. So we're just watching it play out. If you look at the popular vote, this is not how he's president, but I keep watching every time we come out with the national map. Now has a million lead in the national vote. The Democrats make a statement when it comes to the country at large. Republicans would argue on that California and New York, and that's true. But in the popular vote, Joe Biden is pulling away. And so let's just check it on this one together. Everything's still up. This lead, because his lead is back, he gets Joe Biden even as we wait to see who will take the president in Georgia and in Pennsylvania.
In Maricopa County, in Arizona, about 70,000 votes. That's why his lead has shrunk. So we're seeing in Arizona the opposite of what we're seeing in Georgia and Pennsylvania.
Right, and as Bill explained last time we were there, they have a Republican history in Maricopa County. President Trump carried the county last time. This is one of the most fiercely contested states in American history. As we're seeing in Pennsylvania and Georgia, their mail-in ballot, the disproportionately Democrats. In Arizona, as Bill noted the history of absentee ballots, drop-off ballots, our Republicans have a strong tradition of voting that way, and we're seeing it most of them.
So Trump likes what he's seeing in Arizona. He's not fraud. He's not calling it a hoax. He's saying that's great news.
Yeah, I do push up odds, but I don't do no S-side whack ass lyrics. Go get you some better rhymes. Ain't no change in my fucking one. See, you out here dropping down.
192 now, boy. I stop playing with my top.
192, boy.
192 now, boy. Stop playing with my top. Hold on. Hold on. Yep, boy. 192, boy. Playing with my top, boy. I do by like 185.
Yeah.
Yep. It's your nigga style line.
Continue to count the votes here, where the opposite is happening. They're counting legally cast ballots. The president leads shrinking. It's 50,000 there. Think about that.
Clay Thompson. Moneyball.
Much bigger, 50,000 votes, and it has been consistent shrinking there for the president. This one, look at that, we're under 3,000 votes in. 2,497 votes. And again, this has been a steady march from a couple 100,000 votes to now 24, or just shy of 2,500 votes in the state of Georgia. It just has been slow and steady as they count the votes. But that is stunning. And again, the president must win Georgia and must win Pennsylvania. If he loses either one of those, his map to 270 becomes impossible. That's why this is so important. Now, that you can, if it's close at the end, you'll be maybe a recount, maybe litigation, but the path of this right now, the trajectory of Georgia is in Joe Biden's favor. We will see if it gets there. And again, just to circle back out here. Again, the point I'm trying to make is we are counting all the votes, whether they benefit Joe Biden or whether they benefit Donald Trump. The president has a different view of things. This is the way it has always worked. That is, forgive me, what makes America great, and we'll keep doing it.
These are all legal ballots, whether you're day-of ballots, whether you vote early, absentee ballots, or whether you do it by mail. This is all legal. It's part of American democracy.
Right. And this year, it's a little more complicated because of the COVID pandemic, right? States have had to figure out what to do, right? So there's expanded mail-in balloting everywhere. Different rules in different states. Some states, this has to be mailed by Election Day. Other states, it has to arrive by Election Day. We're going through all that. But yes, the option to vote has been greatly expanded because of the COVID safety concerns. And you know what? This is what, I'll just use a gentle word, infuriates me.
Man, 2K know what they did, bro.
The end result has been more people voting. More people voting for him. More people voting for him. More votes for the President of the United States than he got 4 years ago. And more votes, Joe Biden now has the most votes cast for any American presidential candidate in history. Higher turnout in democracy is somebody wins, and yes, it's unbelievable.
It's not counting votes outstanding. Only 91% of the nationwide estimated vote is in.
And it is possible, and the trajectory at this hour is in Joe Biden's favor. Joe Biden is knocking on the door of 270 electoral votes. That's a victory. It is still
Stacey might be trying to rotisserie chicken.
the same president who just a couple hours ago launched a vicious attack on American democracy.
When he was said, but in order for him to win, he's got to win Pennsylvania. He's got to win Georgia.
Right, and Joe Biden right now is winning more than the percentage he needs to win as the new ballots continue to come in. There's a guarantee that he keeps it up. But Joe Biden's trajectory right now is toward catching the president in Georgia. There's just several thousand votes left, but we have just watched this play out consistently. Again, this for me, it's the wonder of the tool because it's a live data feed.
Yeah.
Look on it's enough.
Does that turn blue? Does that turn blue? Can the president flip?
Who that is?
Goes red. They say blue, game over. Joe Biden.
Man, who the fuck that is, bro?
Who's looking at you?
Man, bro, beat the fuck out you, Bracy. You play too much, car. Alright. Alright. I see what you're doing now.
So the map right now is at a critical point, and let's be honest, that's why the president is abandoning common decency.
Fucking playing on me like that, but he just played with my top car. That's your fat ass girlfriend.
No, fucking go up.
Yo, I'm back. What's up, little nigga?
Hello, the bitch trying to put me on his fat ass girlfriend.
And they're doing it well in Georgia, they're doing it well in Pennsylvania, Arizona, Nevada, all over the country. They're doing it the way democracy is supposed to unfold.
Right, we're under 50,000 in Pennsylvania, 48,854. And again, every time we get new votes, Joe Biden is above the threshold he needs to keep narrowing that gap for potential to win. If he keeps going at the way he is going, if the votes keep coming in, the remaining votes come in at the percentage they've been coming in today, Joe Biden will pass the president and build a lead somewhere in the ballpark of 40,000, could be as high as 50,000 votes. There's no guarantee of that. I'm just saying if it stays on the statistical path it has been on throughout the day, and that has been consistent. It's been very consistent as it happened. Sometimes things change. That's why we're waiting for more votes. And it's the same down here. We're getting to a much smaller universe of available votes here. But the lead is also
Care what the move is, man?
497. Just to remind people, many of the votes
What you doing?
are in places like this.
Okay, what's the name?
Still playing my career.
3 points to that.
If that path continues, the question is are there enough votes out there? Mathematically, yes.
I'm gonna wait till I hit FS2.
We'll keep counting.
It looks like he is winning those, and by a very, very high percentage, not just 60%, 80% of the vote.
KO trying to get that gen right. He tired of playing. He tired of going to that goddamn gym.
He needs 57%, and he has been consistent.
Tired of doing the workouts, ain't it?
Some counties it's high 60s, some counties it's above 80, but when you average it out, you
Just
get 57%.
about.
He's been off that bar consistently all day long as they count the mail-in votes. And well, to that point, I just want to follow up. He's been above that all day long, even in places like that option came in earlier, but even in places like Taylor County, right? Even in places that are
Shit.
Democrats voted disproportionately.
That shit just scared the shit out of me, boy.
Shit, that shit just scared the shit out of me, boy. You got one to pop upstairs.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, call Samaje on speaker.
Young boy done having a baby, a boy kid.
Who?
Young boy, yeah.
Man, that nigga done had all boys.
Except for one girl. No, he didn't.
That ain't his child.
Yeah. My young nigga must be some good guy. Can't lie, this shit got me too mad. Her Pedro say he good here forward. That shit too sad. Cause he gonna leave with a toe tag.
Here's the city of Atlanta. you've ever flown into Hartsfield International Airport, it's right here. It's in Clayton County. And so this is metropolitan Atlanta. It's growing, it's vibrant, it's diverse, and it is democratic. That's why you see the blue. And again, Joe Biden in this case is getting
Nah, bro, I skipped this on purpose. They made Klay Thompson hit every shot on the rack.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's something interesting. We just learned there are still 5,000.
I think I got put out for a round.
Outstanding votes in Clayton County.
Yeah. I came in third.
Oh my God.
Okay, so remember that number here. I'll remember it. 5726. I'm going to come out of the county just to do this. 26. He's been getting 80% or more of the vote.
What?
Right there. You can get it right there. There are more votes. There are more counties. Correct. There are more votes in other counties. But 5726 that we're expecting tonight. Match that up to 2497 to perform at the rate that he is performing in these counties. Those votes, if he gets 80% of those votes,
I'm through with cigarettes. I'm through with cigarettes, y'all.
In other counties that Biden is doing
Yeah, it's not lying.
right now.
I ain't lying. I'm talking about my breathing, bro.
The trajectory
Got my asthma trying to start back acting up.
It's disastrous at the moment. Again, we're going to count every last vote. And sometimes it changes right now. We can't even count that. I'll leave that up right there right now. But just to make that point.
Just make the point about Georgia, a Republican governor, a Republican secretary of state. It's going to be hard for the president to accuse fellow Republicans, including his
Me and my dude was still like some motherfucking
again, it's just